Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I want to go over, let's say, signs that you may have an autoimmune disease. Okay? And so many individuals are unaware of what these signs are trying to tell them, and they experience it on a regular basis, and it's not until it's gotten too far out of hand where it becomes difficult to treat. And again, this is part reason as to why I say make acupuncture part of your life, because your acupuncturist will pick these types of things up immediately. All right? Now, there are those that don't understand what autoimmune disease is, but autoimmune diseases are basically conditions where your immune system begins to mistakenly attack your own body, thinking that it's fighting off like harmful invaders. And it can lead to like a wide range of symptoms. Some you may not seem related at first, but there are subtle signs that your body's going to give off that you may have an autoimmune disease or disorder, suffering from it. And the first is fatigue. And there are many symptoms, so I'm probably going to turn this into a 3-part series, because this is really, really serious. And in the last part, I may discuss ways in which an acupuncturist would approach treating these disorders. All right, but the first sign may be fatigue. And fatigue can be a common signal of you having an autoimmune disease. Okay, and which, again, it can happen when your immune system, by mistake, begins to attack its own organs, resulting in, let's say, irritation and swelling. And if you notice that, you're getting a lot of sleep, but you're still feeling fatigued, you need to see an acupuncturist right away, along with perhaps your primary care physician. It's important. Another can be joint pain. Let's say like rheumatoid arthritis, which basically takes place when your immune system attacks the lining of your joints. Okay? And this causes like pain and swelling and stiffness within the joints. And not only will you experience a little discomfort now and then, but there can be regular pain that can make it hard for you to move or flex or extend those joints. So if you're experiencing these types of pains in your joints, you may want to, see a rheumatologist or go to your primary care physician to have blood work done. Because there's certain panels that'll determine, the type of arthritis in which you may be suffering from, if you are suffering from some form of arthritis. But there's ways in which your acupuncturist can detect this as well. Now, another can be skin issues. Like, let's say psoriasis or lupus, which can manifest itself when your immune device attacks the pores and skin cells, which will cause like these scaly patches that are red, cause hives or even blisters on the skin, where it'll be seen as no longer only an ordinary rash or inflammation. It'll show it'll be a sign that your body's response to your immune system attack is presenting, leading to inflammation. Okay? But again, like I said, you just make acupuncture a part of your life. Why? Because health is wealth. The wealth is not in the bank. It's not in your pocket, purse, wallet. The wealth is not under your mattress or in the shoebox in the closet. Hell, it's not under the doghouse in the backyard either. The wealth is in you. Now, another question to ask is, are you presenting with digestive problems? Let's say like ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disorder. Now, this can occur when your immune system attacks the lining of your intestines. And it'll cause symptoms such as stomach pain. It can even cause diarrhea or even bleeding. And these signs are repetitively. These signs may be repetitive and disrupt your daily life. You see, there's so much that we take for granted in our daily lives. Where we feel just simply because we wake up and we can walk around and we can tolerate various forms of discomfort. I'll put it off till tomorrow. You see, seeing an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits, these types of symptoms will be dealt with right away. Whatever you may be presenting with will be dealt with right away. Now, another sign can be weight changes. Now, are you somehow unexpectedly losing or even gaining weight and you're not even trying? This can be a signal or sign of an autoimmune disease. Because you see, when your body is continuously inflamed, it tends to mess with a person's metabolism, which is how your body makes use of energy. And this can cause your weight to go up or even down all of a sudden. So if you notice this, see an acupuncturist right away. Because this systemic inflammation affects the flow of chi throughout the body. And it'll disrupt certain pathways, which inhibits certain functions within that meridian pathway. Because it's about yin and yang. It's about balance. Everything has to be flowing internally harmoniously. And if it's not, imbalance occurs or ensues, you need to see an acupuncturist right away. Now, another question becomes, is recurring fever? Now, I know some of you may be thinking that when I say recurring fever, like, are you running around with like 104 degree temperature and you just can't do anything? No, it can be a low grade fever, 101, 101.4, 100. Because recurrent fever means having low grade fevers that keep coming back with no clear cause. It'll go away, and the next day or 2 or 3 or 4, you're presenting with a low grade fever again, then it'll go away. This can be a sign that your body is fighting against itself in an autoimmune response. And normally when your body is in this sort of combat, it makes your temperature go up. So try and be conscious of that. Another sign is muscle aches. Now, muscle aches, when it comes to autoimmune diseases, are generally due to your immune system attacking your very own muscular tissue, leading to inflammation. And you see, this form of irritation, I should say, causes pain and a feeling of weakness in your muscles. And it's unlike that brief pain you can experience after exercise. But these types of pains, or muscle aches, are deeper and they tend to be more chronic. Another sign or symptom can be swollen glands, let's say enlarged lymph nodes. It can be a sign that your immune system is working hard, like in overdrive. Okay? You see, in autoimmune diseases, this can occur because your body, as I said earlier, is attacking its very own tissues, where this attack makes the glands in your lymph nodes swell up. It's like your body's alarm system is going off, letting you know that there is something wrong. But guess what? Once again, if you were seeing an acupuncturist, you would not necessarily have to worry about this. You know what? If you're lifting something heavy right now, do me a favor, rest it down. It doesn't matter if you're lifting something in the gym, moving furniture, you're at work, just rest it down. And if, let's say you're operating a vehicle and it has wheels, pull it over to the side of the road. If it has propellers or wings, land it at the nearest airport. And if you're crossing the street at the moment, hurry up and safely get across the street. Because I now need you to close your eyes and I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. Now, another sign that you may be suffering from an autoimmune disease is hair loss. If you're experiencing like thinning of your hair or bald patches, it can be a sign of an autoimmune disease like Graves' disease, alopecia. Whereas, let's say Graves' disease can cause brittle hair, along with other symptoms like insomnia, weight loss, irritability, even shaky hands. Whereas alopecia areata, like it specifically affects your hair follicles, leading to patchy hair loss as your autoimmune system mistakenly attacks your hair follicles, therefore preventing hair growth. And many individuals are unaware of that. But these are just some of many signs that you may be suffering from an autoimmune disease. And I'll do another part, just going over a few more of many. But if you feel you're suffering from or you're experiencing any of the symptoms I've stated earlier, make acupuncture part of your life, okay? Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?